So I just want to make a video real quick about my Livewell. I have a Carolina skiff here that I'm in the process of getting ready for the season. So it's out of the water, getting cleaned up, but there were some issues I needed to take care of. One of those issues is the Livewell. Whenever I take the drain plug out, or yeah, I guess it's the drain plug, it backfills into this back seat compartment here. And so after talking to the mechanic, well, my first thought was that, you know, something is malfunctioning with the actual Livewell that's causing it to backfill whenever the water is, you know, draining out. But after talking to a mechanic, he shared that it might just be clogged, which is causing the issue, which I can see how that could be a possibility given the fact that whenever I'm letting bait out, if I don't fish all of them out or they're really small, they will go down into the drain and possibly get stuck. So I have my pressure washing gun here to see how this works out. But real quick, I just want to show you what happens here. And hopefully in this process, we'll be able to see me resolve the issue after kind of flushing it out with the gun. But let's see if we can fill this up here real quick with some water. I'm going to attempt to fill this up with water here. See what happens. So whenever I'm running it, water does fill up the Livewell, keep your bait alive while it's on. It's just whenever I take the drain plug out, that's where I run into issues. So I think that's enough water in there for right now. Let's see what happens here. Put that there. So, see how you see water is not draining. Let's look in here. Water is not coming through that. Because usually what happens, water would fill up back here. So I have to keep a cup, and I even brought a siphon with me. But let's see what happens here when I put the gun inside the hose and add some water. Checking to see if there's anything coming in here. Nothing yet. So now the water seems to be spiraling, like it's draining very slowly. Check here. Nothing back here. Alright, so it's still not really. I mean, it's draining very slowly. I hope this is not just because the boat's out of the water that it's allowing the drain. But like I said, whenever I was draining water out of here, it would always backfill into this back seat compartment. And so oftentimes I bring a 5-gallon bucket and keep my bait in it, just to not have this extra step that I have to do whenever I get back at the marina and having to bail water out of here. But let's try to add a little bit of pressure to the gun and see if that will properly flush it out. Because I hear water running, so it must be coming out properly. All right, got the tip back on. Let's add some pressure here, see what happens. All right, let's add the tip back to the pressure washer here. 1 and let's see if I... The water is actually coming out like it's supposed to. That's what I want to see. I don't see anything on the ground. Don't know what that's about, but it seems to be draining properly. Hopefully that fixes the problem. No water ended up coming back here, so that's a good sign. So fingers crossed this fixes it. Basically, I just want to make a video to share, you know, if your Livewell is not draining properly, it could be that you have a clog. Long story short, it's probably a clog, and just need to flush it out with some kind of pressure to get whatever's in there out. Most instances, it's probably a bait fish that just decided to swim through the hard way instead of you netting it out. But hope you found this video helpful. I appreciate you troubleshooting this with me. Like I said, we're getting this boat ready so we can use it a lot more this year. And it's gonna be difficult to fish if you can't use your Livewell to keep bait in. If you have any tips that you can share, which is, you know, boat maintenance, drop a comment down below. Be sure to like. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. But I appreciate you watching my video, and I'll see you next time when I'm on the water or on the boat.